Good Saturday morning, everybody out there in YouTube land. It's your buddy Choppadong, and this is the DFS Minute brought to you by DFSArmy.com, your one-stop shop for all things daily fantasy sports, MMA, PGA, NBA. It doesn't matter. We've got you covered with content tools and coaching across every sport that we cover. We're getting ready to crank up XFL. NASCAR's on its way. And to be quite honest with you, I want to talk to you a little bit today about getting your mind right because I see a lot of complaining and I get it. Everybody's frustrated sometimes and it happens. But here's the way I want to separate the winners from the losers. I used to get a lot of this back in my early 20s and whatever else, and it helped me kind of put my mind in a proper place. And I think too many people, it's human nature, but I think too many people go down the negative road. You watch the news, you watch politics, you watch sports, you watch this, you watch that. Every time somebody does well, the masses try to pull them down. The masses try to reach up and grab them and pull them back down to earth because it makes them feel better. Kind of like bullying and everything else that this society is. So why are we doing this? If society tells us it's wrong, we bitch about bullying, and we don't want people doing this to our kids and whatever. Why are we contributing to the bullshit that goes on out there in society? How come when we see somebody doing well, we focus on the well, he got lucky, or how come we focus on the all of the tilting and the complaining, and we get caught up in the mix and we start tilting and complaining too, and then just bring a negative energy and everything? Why aren't we better at fighting that? Why aren't we better at being a positive force and a contributor? I chose very early on in my life, maybe I'm a glass half full or type of guy, I don't know, but it just didn't seem like it made any sense to me to focus on all the negative crap. It just made me feeling bad, it left me feeling bad about myself. It left me feeling unproductive and frustrated. I don't like that feeling. I like winning. So I chose to switch that thinking around a little bit and see, look, these guys are doing something that I'm not doing. These guys are winning. It's legit. It is real. This isn't made up BS. I see it too often and in too many places where there's smoke, there's fire. Somebody is doing something right. How can I make that work for me? And I focus on that. And when people, it's very hard. But when people are winning around you and you're not winning, it's very hard to get in there and go, yeah, good for you, buddy, woohoo. When secretly you're sitting there going, "No, no, 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 just blah, blah." That's it is human nature to focus on the negative, but we have to train our brains and we have to teach ourselves to focus on the positive if we truly want positive results. If you focus on the negative, you're just going to get more negative. And you have to ask yourself a couple of things, which we'll get into in a second, but I want to scroll through just the recent winning. And I blew this up as big as I possibly could because I want you to see that Army member Beavis won 300 bucks, last night if you look in between the symbols there on a lineup. He even had Harden. He learned how to hedge. You look here, not a lot, but green the last couple of days. There's, some decent winnings here. There's a $500 win here out of Hot Dog who says not compared to what some people win, but it's his biggest amount. That's great, man. That's the idea. Keep pushing your own level higher. Taylor is a contributor for Super Draft for us now because he's good and he's positive and he helps people and he wants you to win too. This is where you need to stick yourself. This is where you need to immerse yourself and start letting some of this positive energy leach off onto you instead of sitting around 15 minutes into the games and then bitching because you picked the wrong player. That is just ridiculous. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help anybody. Look at another $300 win here by Jay Baski, 15 in, 305 out. And these are different guys every night. Jay Mason, 521, whatever, cruising. Um, Scroll up a little bit more, and this is back into yesterday, but $3,000 here. $3,000, well, that's the same lineup from him. 3,700 here off of tiers. I mean, I can scroll on 1,700. Yeah, some people are winning thousands, other people's are winning $5 and $10. It doesn't really matter. What matters is, yeah, the tilt in the channels gets real when people are frustrated and they pick the wrong, and they don't realize what they're doing, but they're poisoning the environment. When I see stuff like that, I run away from it. You want to know why I'm not in there contributing and tilting with everybody when they're all getting mad? Because it brings me down. It wrecks my focus. It turns me into a negative person. It makes me upset at my kids. It makes me upset at the television. It makes me want to not play anymore. And I know that isn't my long-term goal. I know that's not what I'm trying to do. I know that doesn't help me improve as a player. So if it were up to me, I would just leave the channels at 7:30 at night. I would just be done with them. I'll come back in when the games are getting close to wrapping up because maybe somebody's sweating something big and they're going to, be a bunch of positive people in there. That's who I choose to surround myself with. If you do nothing but watch news on TV, you do nothing but listen to your mother-in-law bitch, you do nothing but listen to maybe a wife or kids or somebody that yells at you, all it does is bring you down. You have to take control of your life and you have to surround yourself with the right kind of people. And I'm not saying leave your wife, but you have to surround yourself with the right kind of people that are going to bring a positive energy to you because yes, it's a little Pollyanna, but every time you surround yourself with these people, you feel better about yourself. Don't be one of those people that when a crab tries to crawl out of a bucket, you grab his leg and try to pull him back down into your pool of misery because that doesn't help. Root the crab on because at least he's making it. And the more people make it, the more you can learn from what they're doing and make it yourself. That's what we try to do here inside DFSArmy.com. So we try to work on not only your actual DFS game, but your mental side of your game as well. The coaching goes on between the ears in a lot of cases. You're not going to get a lot out of, hey, which player should I play, this guy or that guy? It doesn't help you, doesn't help us, doesn't help anybody. And frankly, when you're asking, if you're not asking about somebody like LeBron James or this Joe Schmo seventh man for $3,000, the decision isn't obvious. You're asking between, Giannis and James Harden. How the am I supposed to know that? Right? One of them, they're both studs. They can go off on any given night if things go their way, if their shot falls or whatever. That doesn't match up. I can split hairs all day long and say, well, Vegas says this, prop bets say this, the pricing is this, his recent 5 games say this, his matchup says this, his whatever. We can split hairs all day long. And if you're wanting a cheat code and then you're going to hold me accountable for being wrong in a 50-50 type of situation, then this isn't the place for you. This place is for people who want to find out why somebody might pick Giannis and say, LeBron needs to go tonight because the odds are better on this play. Whatever the case may be, you need to ask those questions yourself. You need to dig in to your own research, your own game. And if you don't know how to do the research, that's what we help you do. We help you pour through our tools, create a process. We have 2 great articles coming out almost daily that are going to teach you how to go through that process from A to B to C to D to whittle down your player pool to the best picks you're going to find. They're going to be high owned picks. Why? Because a lot of people are doing the same thing. And then we're going to talk a little bit of exploitation and leverage and where might we see something. I mean, yes, it might be the best pick and everybody might be on it at 65% of the field, but there's still 35% of people that aren't playing him for whatever reason. So maybe we go overweight and we go up to 80 or 90% ourselves and gamble. Or maybe we cut exposure and go down to 30% and we hedge against that player and we pick a different player at lower ownership because if that play goes off, yes, it's not going to happen as often, but if it does happen tonight, then I separate myself from everybody else who was stuck on that chalky play. If you need that type of strategy help, you need us. If you need bankroll advice, you need us. If you need the in between the ears talk, you need us. It's that simple. I don't know why people are sitting out there on the fence thinking that we're either lying to you or not the real deal or whatever the case may be. I have an entire wall of wins stacked up. In fact, I can show you this before we leave. Let me close this out. Let me show you just February. Where's my February wins file? There it is. This is just February. And these are over $1,000 winners. Apollo and PGA, $40,000. There's $65,000 in NFL Super Bowl. With comments, by the way. $75 into $2,400. $5,000 live qualifier championship. $2,800 off a $70 investment. $1,600 off of $382. $4,000. More than that, actually. 3 great scores, couple $100, but still, going is going. $6,000 winner. 5,000, 6,000, 500. 300 into 1,200, you'd take that, right? $4,000 again out of $115. 3,000 here, 2,000 here, same contest, 2 Army members. If that's not enough for you, let's look at January. I mean, would you look at this? We have January winners from $12,000 and on and on and on. And yes, the reason I'm showing you these is to just drive it into your brain. There are too many people doing something right here for you not to eventually wear off and pick up some of what these people are doing. from a few $100 up to thousands of dollars. We have 2 six-figure wins already this year, several $10,000 win plus. And it's all different sports, it's all different people, it's all different contests because we teach you how to get better. It's just that simple. DFSArmy.com, coupon code CHOP earns 20% off each month. Work on the space between your ears. That is the most vulnerable spot to DFS there is. People won't tell you that, but I see it day in and day out. I see those focused on the negative and they don't last, and they run out to social media and say the site doesn't work. No, you don't work. If you're that type of person, I can bet $10 immediately it's you that doesn't work, because I have too much track record piled up in here for it to be you or us that's doing something wrong. We do a lot right. Yes, the majority of people still don't win. That's just the game. That's documented at DraftKings. But I will tell you this, if you plug in, your odds are better here than anywhere else. If you stay committed and don't quit, we will fix your game. We can turn it around. I have too many personal testimonials coming in through direct messages that tell me how the coaching helps. If you need to take a try at that, I've got free offers for you on our DFSArmy.com site with the free offer tab. I've got a coupon code CHOP that knocks 20% off. And really no reason why you shouldn't at least give us a try. Hit the like and subscribe button down there. Pass me around social media. Don't forget to follow me out here on Twitter at Chopadong. I'd love to talk to you. If you have questions, I would love to work with you, help you, at least explain to you how things work. That's just the easy part of what it is that we do. The hard part is committing to giving it an honest shot. Not, I'll try it a little bit, ask for some plays, they didn't give me some plays, then I'm going to go bitch about it. That doesn't help anybody. The best part of your game is when you start in a negative place and turn it into a positive. And I'd love to help you do that. Come on inside. I'm Chopadong. This is Saturday. Have a good weekend, everybody. NASCAR's revving up. NBA's dominant. And we're just absolutely rocking and rolling. Over $600,000 of winnings cumulatively this year among all of our VIPs. Anything over $1,000 win, I'm tracking. And I'm going to keep tallying that number up because I personally want to see if it goes over $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. I don't know where it's going to go this year. But towards the end of the year, you are going to see a pretty nasty number come out of what our VIPs have done, and you need your piece of that pie. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you soon.